Kun Grin, we all know how badly the business sector has been damaged by the virus and the shutdown. But can you give us a quick look as how worse it can get if the shutdown is kept in its present form, say for another few months?
Uh, so first of all, I'd like to thank you very much for inviting me to share some information with all of you. First of all, a couple of weeks ago, we have studies of what will happen from now on. For if we shut down at least one month, if 1 month
Yeah.
we estimate we will have people have lost a job, more than 7 million people. But if we shut down like 3 months, we probably lost job about 10 million people. So
Wow.
then the government also asked us, how many people we think is have been affected. So we give the number to the government, and luckily, I think that government prepare ahead of time already since January. So right now, so they have the government have money to give like 5,000 people to like you said, like more than 10 million people got this benefit. So this is really the worst case in the histories. And actually,
Which are
our
the
economies depend on the
Kun
tourism.
Karin, which are
And
the
right now, the
target group of
tourism is all
people?
gone. And also export also really bad, the world crisis coming. So it's very difficult for the business people to work at the moment.
So Kun Green,
But
which particular group of people that are being hurt the most as far as the unemployment is concerned now?
say again, please.
I think which particular groups of people that are being hurt the most as far as unemployment is concerned?
Right now, the service sector, especially people dealing with tourism, they are the most the affected the most. For example, from the hotel, from food sectors, from the shopping center, something like this, retails. All these people are affected. Uh, but still, we still have some hope in the future because everyone's is helping stay at home and work from home. So the number of the people new cases is reducing. So I think it's a good news from that.
Kun Kalin, you have proposed sandbox to the government in order to solve the economic crisis. Can you tell us more about the sandbox that you have proposed?
Yes, our proposal, our committee consists of many doctors, from people from TDRI, from Chamber of Commerce and Provincial Chamber of Commerce, a trade association. So a lot of people coming to help us to do it. So we come out with the metrics. The first metric is come from area base. They have the provincial in the green zone, yellow zone, and also red zone. The green zone has been past 14 days. You have no COVID at all. And the yellow zone have some, and red zone still have a lot of people in his hospitals. But another one is sector based. Sector based also the green zone, yellow zone, and also the red zone. But if the green zone, you meet with the green zone, meet with the sector zone, the green zone also, that means it's automatically you can open your business. But if the red zone, provincial red zone, and you cross with the green zone, a green zone for the business sector, that means you have to watch out, be careful. So this is our concept. But mostly for the red zone, we have to stop everything, right? So this is our proposal. At the moment, we said that we should obey the health
Social distancing,
people, saying that the first thing have to stay away from the densities of the people. The second one, you have to stay in a place at less than 1 hour. And the third place is you have to join activity with the less noise. And the fourth one, you have to be in a place where the air can blow through. And the fifth is you have to obey. For example, you have to measure temperatures, and also you have to wear the mask, and also have to use the gel. This is the basic requirement for the people for each zone and each sector have to apply. And then after that we have the proposal for the government that we should have some sample. That means some sandbox for at least 2 weeks for the provincial, the green zone and also yellow zone, and with the sector for yellow zone and so green zone, so that so we can see what's going on for that two weeks period. At the same time, we also have 2 applications. The first application for track and tracing, that one we call using we call Mo Chana. This is used at the DE ministry. They also announced already last week. So you use this for tracking. And another application is being doing right now, and then also we will finish on this Friday. And this application is using for the sector base. For example, the area that you want to go in, for example, a department store, you have to use the QR code first with a line, and then after that, when you read the QR code and then you scan it, and then after you can see that what's going on in that standard or that department store, and how many people can go in, and you have to stay apart, and also how long you can stay in that place. Something like this we apply to restaurants, to many places that be open. So this application will be finished within 2 days. And after this finish, so we said, okay, we're going to use a sandbox, and then after that, if the sandbox 2 weeks after finish, we know what's going on, and after that we can start the first period for opening up the green zone. That's basically what we plan.
Kun Kalin, for the measures you just mentioned to be successful and effective, it means the private sector, the business community will have to work very closely with the authorities, right, in monitoring and making sure that all these measures are closely or strictly followed by business operators. So that doesn't mean that the Chamber of Commerce will be an instrument, a player in making sure that there's a close cooperation between the private sector and the government.
Right. Right now, we work very closely with the government, with the health departments, and also we work with the COVID administration also. Yeah. And also we working closely with related party, for example, the provincial places, and also with the trade association. That means that each sector, for example, today we dealing with the restaurant association and also department store association, working with the golf association, something like this. We have to work closely with them and ask them to draw out the standards, the new standard, new normal, what we have to do with the new, when we want to open up. So we have to have new standard to apply to their sectors.
It's the matter of survival, isn't it, Kun Kalin? And for how long do you think that the business can be up and coming after the sandbox? Or what's the factor or what's the situation that you have to evaluate after experimenting with the sandbox that you have just told us?
From my personal point of view, I think the most important thing, we have to focus on the health of the people of Thailand. But if from now on, if each day is improving better and better, so I'm sure the government will be open up a little bit. You cannot open up everything at the same time. You can see many examples from other countries already. So the government really want to make sure that standard has been set in place, application should be set in place, and then after that, step by step. So I think it will take some time. So the COVID will be with us for at least a year and a half. So make sure that you're ready for everything.
Kun Kalin, this pandemic certainly came as a rude awakening to everyone. It affecting every walks of life in the whole world, not only in Thailand. So as a businessman, I'm sure that this is something you did not expect it to happen. But as a businessman, how do you see the situation? How do you see the post COVID-19 scenario. There are people out there who say that we certainly cannot go back to business as usual anymore. So how do you see the future of businesses?
I'm sure that the business will be changed a lot. And we will using for digital technology more and more. So right now, Thai Chamber of Commerce, we are setting up the new application. This should be finished within 2 weeks. So matching up with the people, no employment with the demand and supply, with the company who really want the people to work for them, another one they want the people to lay off. So we have to match up this application. So this is one thing that we want to help the people. And also we can have to see our national strategies. Maybe in the future we have to see more, we can move it to more value added business with the agricultural products. And also we can see right now for the food business is very good. For example, the food processing, and right now we can export food everywhere in the world. We are center of manufacturing food. So this is one of the strengths of our countries. And also in the future, we can see that how can we use the local economies to promote our economy, not only import tourism from other countries, and also not only depend on export product alone. So this thing have to revisit our national strategies again.
And
คุณokay
yes,
เชิญครับ
Kun Kalin said you just mentioned that we perhaps need to restructure our economy not to rely too much on export and tourism sector. So what's the future do you see? How should we adapt to the future?
Our future probably have to focus into services, but new services. New digital technology services. We use application for something like this, maybe for training for new things, reskill new things, and also learning for new things that, I'm sure that after we opening up, lots of people will come to Thailand, but what we can offer them with, quote unquote, safety first is very important. So I'm sure that Thailand will be very popular among many people. I'm sure that some high value services can be offered from Thai people. For example, like the something hygiene, something medical, tourism, medical offers. I'm saying a long stay be all right. Long stay with the people who willing to come and long stay here, and also give knowledge to Thai people. Something like this have to rethink what can we add value to Thai people.
I see. Kun Kalin, I'm sure you have many friends in the foreign business community. How do they see Thailand handling this pandemic?
Right now, at first it's really hectic. I have a lot of friends here in Thailand, and they're really hectic because the communication is really poor at first. And then now, the communication is better. And also for border trade and Thai Chamber of Commerce, we also communicate to business communities, foreign business communities, with Stanley Kang, with these people, to know what's going on with the government, what the government will do in the future. And also we ask what our foreign community in Thailand, what do concern. So for the past month, they concerned about the visa and also work permit. So they asked us to help them. So yesterday, the government already extended the visa until the 31st of July, but they didn't extend the work permit. So this is our job. Today, I have a meeting with Dr. Somkit, Deputy Prime Minister. I also give him this information about extend the work permit also. I tell them that the foreign community in Thailand, that will be a while until Thai government allow the foreign expat to come into Thailand. So this you have to, do working online, telecommunications, and also last week the government helping with a new what they call communication
e-meeting.
e-meeting. So this is you don't have to be here in Bangkok. You can be from anywhere in the world, and you don't have to be 1/3 in a room. So this is very easy. Can do business better and better. So we can think this is opportunities, not a threat. It's opportunity for Thai to revise rules, regulations, and also I think that the Thai government should use this as opportunity to revise as an e-government more and more.
And how do you think of Prime Minister open letter to British business people and business community? Is that a good move?
I think this is quite innovative, because I never know that you mentioned these are rich people, these are poor people, but I think that the people who would like to help the government, we have a lot of people who like to help government. So if you can ask them, if you want to help government, what can you do? This is better. Better than ask them, you are rich people, you have to help government. So those people, top 20, what you said, that majority of them belong to Thai Chamber of Commerce. They are members of Thai Chamber of Commerce, and they already help the countries. They're in our committees, and they send people to help. They send the money, they send many things to help. Sometimes these people don't want to show up that they were helping. They work around, they go behind. They don't want to show them their face. I think it's a good way to do it, So, but okay, it's quite innovative that the government asked these people to come and show up.
Yeah, I'm sure that the government will be needing a lot of advice and ideas from business people like yourselves in the coming weeks in reopening the economy. So certainly you will be busy with requests for meetings.
Yes, right. I think right now it's more busy than I'm in the office. Every hour, all the meetings.
Yeah.
And you cannot have excuse of not being available.
Yes. Yes, your schedule must be packed.
Tomorrow I have to be in somewhere else. They said, are you available? No, I have to be available, so I have to be everywhere.